Dear viewers, welcome to my channel Cake is Study 8. How are you all? Hope that you are all fine. I'm Kazi Kamal with you, and my today's topic is how does consumer surplus changes due to shift of demand curves. Now let's see the matter. How does consumer surplus changes due to shift of supply curves? Very simple answer is that when supply curve go upwards, there will be an increase in market price, which causes consumer surplus to decrease. And on the other hand, when supply curves go down, there will be a decrease in price, decrease in market price, which causes the consumer surplus to go increased. So the matter, let's see the matter in graphical presentations. I think these graphical presentations will make you better understand. Now let's see the graphical presentations here. This is vertical axis. Price is always measured here on vertical axis, and this is horizontal axis. Quantity is always measured on the horizontal axis, and here is the point of origin, we call it 0. There is a demand curve here, we can call it d, and there is a supply curve like this, which is upward sloping, and we call it S. The demand curve and the supply curve intersects on this point. This is called to be the intersection point, and we get here the point of equilibrium. We can call it P. We can call it E. So E is the equilibrium point here, which relates the price and the quantity. That is, when the market price is P, people or the consumer purchased Q quantity. Now the question is, what is the consumer surplus here? As we know that consumer surplus is the area under the demand curve. But above the price lines. Here we see that the price line is PE. So above these price lines there is area, and under the demand curve there is area, and this area is a triangular shaped, which we can call is the triangle DPE. We call it the area as the triangle DPE. So the triangle DPE is here to be considered as the consumer surplus. Now let's matter to see what will change. What would be the changes in this consumer surplus, whether it will decrease or increase. Now let's see the matter. The matter is that when supply curve go upwards, there will be a change in market price, it will increase, which causes consumer surplus to decrease. Now let's see the matter. Think that supply curve shifts from SS to S1. So what will occur here? We get another equilibrium point here and call it E1. We call it E1 is to be the another equilibrium point which relates the price P1 and quantity Q1. So we see here that when the market price is P1, due to the increase in supply or due to the shift of supply curve to go upwards, there is an increase in market price which causes consumer surplus to decrease. And here we find the consumer surplus will become the triangular area DP1E. The area is here. This is the consumer surplus will become when price increases to P1. So the triangular area is here, D P1 E1. When price rises, the consumer surplus will become decreased and it will come to the area of triangle DP1 E1. Here we considered as the consumer surplus when price increases due to increase in supply, due to shift of supply curves. Now see another matter, when supply curve goes downward, what will happen? Now think that the supply curves go downwards and it will become S2, S2. We get another equilibrium point here and it will be E2, and it relates the price P2 and quantity Q2. What will be the consumer surplus here? Clearly we see that the area under this price lines P2, E2 and the area under the demand curve, there is another triangular area we find here as the triangular area DP2, E2. Clearly we see that D2, P2, E2 is a triangular area which is the largest area among three triangular area we see here. We see here there are three triangular area. First, the triangular area DPE, second triangular area DP1E1, and third triangular area DP2E2. DP2 is the largest triangular area where price is P2 and this is the lowest price. Yet we see that when price is the lowest, the consumer surplus will be the highest, and when the price is the highest, the consumer surplus is the lowest. So we see that when supply curve shifts, there will be a change in consumer surplus. Yet we see that when consumer surplus is the smallest, the price is the highest, and when the consumer surplus is the largest, price was the lowest. So we see that when supply curve shifts upward, there will be an increase in price which causes consumer surplus to decrease, and when supply curve goes downward, there will be a fall in price which causes consumer surplus to increase. So this is the matter when consumer surplus changes due to changes in supply curve. It may be shifts to upwards or it may shift to downwards. Whatever it is, there will be a change in consumer surplus. So my dear friends, I think that you have got the idea about consumer surplus, when to decrease and when to increase due to shifts of supply curve. Now, can I take a review of this class? Just see the matter here.